You know the stories about Zetian, the teenage concubine who rose to become China's only female emperor. They tell you she was a monster, that she murdered her own baby, tortured rivals, and ruled with a venomous heart. But those are the lurid tales they want you to focus on. Let's start with her infamous cruelty. Was Zetian a tyrant? Absolutely. She had a brutal secret police network and eliminated anyone who stood in her way. But here's the twist historians often bury. Her historical record is rigged. The people who wrote the history books were male, Confucian scholars who believed a woman on the throne was an offense to nature and the gods. They weaponized every rumor like the infanticide story to demonize her. The untold truth, her purges, while vicious, were largely a pragmatic power play against the old aristocratic families who refused to accept a woman ruler. She wasn't just a serial killer. She was a brilliant strategist fighting a system that literally denied her right to exist. Zetian ended the mighty Tang dynasty and proclaimed the Wuzhou. She was emperor. She issued decrees, and she reigned for 15 years. So, why isn't it counted? Secret number 2. Traditional Chinese historians, still smarting from being ruled by a woman, simply refused to recognize it. They called the Wuzhou a mere interregnum, or a gap between two male Tang reigns. It's historical gatekeeping at its finest. They minimized her revolutionary achievements by treating her entire reign as a temporary glitch. But Zetian didn't care about their feelings. She intentionally promoted her own Wu clan to high office, trying to create a true, lasting dynasty. It was a centuries-old tradition being destroyed by one woman, and the historian's biggest revenge was simply writing her dynasty out of the history books. You hear about the torture, but you rarely hear the biggest secret of her reign. China thrived. The empire was stable, economically powerful, and culturally rich. How? She revolutionized the government with meritocracy. Instead of allowing noble birth to dictate power, she vastly expanded the imperial civil service examinations, promoting brilliant scholars and officials from every social class. This single policy destroyed the power of the old money aristocracy and replaced them with officials personally loyal to her, a system that strengthened the Chinese state for centuries to come. She was a tyrant, yes, but her reforms stabilized the empire so thoroughly that when the Tang was restored, it ushered in a new golden age. She broke the rules, but she left behind a stronger government. When Zetian died, she left behind one final, massive secret: the wordless stele at her tomb.